The first major change, in my opinion, in terms of the learning is, can we move to the next slide, is the real-time updates to learning entities in enhanced search. For me, it's one of the major improvements this year, because previously, whenever the admins published any courses for the users, it usually took several hours to be searchable for the user in their library. With that change, with the introduction of that change, the courses, the learning activities will be visible for the users within top 30 minutes, which will vastly improve the system possibilities and how administrators are managing the LMS system. The second biggest change, in my opinion, is the improved browse library functionality. This is something which was used in the old interface, and me personally, I was quite missing it, and I heard a lot of voices from different customers missing that feature as well. Before that change, users were only able to search for courses through the course name and for the category that was assigned to that course, which was not ideal. Now, with the click of the button, they will be able to open up the entire library without the need of typing the course name or selecting the category. So they will be able to see all the courses that are currently available for them and select the ones that they are interested in. The next change that we have on the list is affecting the team view for the hiring manager or HR representatives. With that change, this SAP changed the way how the team view is being displayed. From the flat hierarchy where everyone was on the same level, they are changing it to the more active, more dynamic hierarchy where the users are grouped based on their assignment, the manager assignment. There are searchable icons which allow expand the hierarchy to show direct reports. So it's a more structured view for the managers to select the people that are users that they want to check and validate their learning experience. And with that change, there's also one thing which allows us to choose the number of levels down in the reporting hierarchy visible for the users. So through that functionality, we can limit the visibility for hiring managers. So in the current shape, they were able to see all the employees. Now we can limit to the 2, 3, 4 levels down. The next change that we have on my list, it's not necessarily very important, but I think it's beneficial because it was not something that was available before. It's a change. SAP removed assignment permissions from the permission role-based assignment, and they are replacing it with another settings which is now located in user settings. This setting allows the administrators to configure to change the manager's possibility of removal the learning entities. In the past, the managers were only able to delete courses which were assigned either by the user themselves or by the manager. If the course was assigned by the assigning profile or by the administrators, they were not able to remove it. The only role which was capable of removing those courses were the administrators themselves. Now, the administrator, if it's needed, they can select what entities, legal entities, the managers have the possibility to remove. There are 3 possible options: items, curricular programs, and the managers will be able to remove them from the user learning plan, no matter who assigned that course to the user. The next change that I have on the list is possibility to change the sender of the overdue training reminder. In the past, without the introduction of that change, the system, whenever the system was issuing the overdue training reminder, it was always sent from the manager's email address. But now, to extend to make the user experience better, there is a possibility to change the sender to default it to application notification user email address, which is configured by the system administrator. So all the notifications which are being issued from the system, no matter if it's a overdue training reminder or overdue reminder, they will be always initiated, sent from the same email address, which vastly improve the system visibility and the overall user experience. Another change that I have on the list is connected with also as well with the overdue training reminders. Now the managers have the possibility to issue the overdue training reminder, but in the past they were not capable of to customize the message. It was always a template-based change, template-based notification. So they were initiating the notification for particular users, but without making it personal. Now, with that option that we have in the system, whenever the hiring manager is sending the overdue training reminder to the user, they can, of course, select multiple users at once, but what more, they can change the body of the email to make it more personal and, for example, which is ideal and changes the process, because now imagine the situation that if someone had like 2, 3, 4 different courses which are overdue, there was not really a way for the manager to pinpoint which ones are the first ones to do. Now, through the possibility of that overdue training reminder is editable, the manager can add a note which courses are have the highest priority to finish for that particular user. The next adjustment or enhancement that we have on the list is more related to the administrators, and it's connected with the interface for custom cards and custom pages. There are certain fields which were added by the SAP. So one of the filters that they rebuilt the interface for those entities in the system, and currently there are two major changes, which allows the administrator to filter the custom cards and custom pages by the target group and active period. So in systems where the customers use a lot of custom cards and custom pages, they narrow down the search for the custom card that they're looking for. And as well, there's the indicator which displays the cards which already cards or custom pages which already expired. So through there's no need for the administrator to enter the custom card or custom page settings to check when this card will expire. They can see it from the main view. The next change that I've selected is connected to. Could we move to another slide, please? The next changes that I've selected are connected with the overall user experience and the new learning experience interface. Now, the optional surveys are available and visible for the users in the new learning experience, which was not a case before. The functionality stays the same. So, of course, those optional surveys are assigned to correct section, which is optional, but there's no longer a need for the user. If the optional survey is assigned to them, they don't need to switch between the legacy interface. They can open up that survey from the main page, or as well they can remove it from the learning assignments. The next change is also connected with the user learning experience and the new interface. In the past, the optional curricular assignments were not visible in the main interface. They were similar to optional surveys. In order for the user to open them up or check the content, they had to relog or change the interface to the old one. Now those optional survey curriculums are visible for them in the main page. So similar to the surveys, they can remove it, they can launch them, they can do whatever they want with them in the main page. Some of the next changes that we have are connected, that I've selected, are connected with the changes or improvements to iOS and Android app. One of them is the learning approvals. SAP added a functionality which vastly improves the system experience for the users which use that system through the iOS or Android app. In the past, the approvals were not available. So in order for the manager to make an approval, they were not capable of doing that from their mobile devices. They had to log into their PC. Now this is something that they can easily do from their mobile apps without changing the device. Another change that we have on the list is also connected with the iOS and Android apps, which is a custom cards. Custom cards which are added to the user profile by the administrators are also visible through the mobile app. So if we have any information whether we store that we share with the user through the custom cards, are now visible in both PC on Android or iOS. Another change that we have on the list, it's also related with the improvement of the user experience on the mobile devices. Optional surveys, similarly to the change that I've discussed a couple of minutes ago, where the optional surveys were visible in the new learning experience on the PC. Now the same functionality is introduced for mobile apps. They are listed in the learning plan of the user. The users can initiate that survey if they want to provide us with the feedback. If not, they also have a possibility to remove that survey from the learning activities.